This is not rocket science. Everybody knows this. Literally everyone who has ever played NA and EU can probably testify that European pubs are better. And I was tilted before the game even started. Like my games before I was pretty bad. Maybe I shouldn't have played that game. And you just have to move on from those kind of games. You just have to understand it. These kind of games is not your skill, you're just tilted. Give yourself a good excuse and just chill for a day. And then you just keep going into tomorrow. The next day. I was winning, but at last lose the game. I asked you what. You said you're not farming enough. Yeah, I see. Cool. I'm glad you're doing. By the way, you're supposed to skill W level 1. It's actually really strong. 100 damage for 80 mana. And it has buffed in CD.
The battle begins.
Skill rocket missiles will. Thing. The only things I don't use quickcast are heroes that has like AoE skills you need to see. So for example, Arc Warden, I have bubble, not on quickcast because I need to see the actual AoE on the bubble. I need to put the bubble on the edge. Thoughts on BSJ saying EU pubs are better than EU pubs. This is not rocket science. Everybody knows this. Literally everyone who has ever played NA and EU can probably testify that European pubs are better. The only times people say that European pubs are bad are when they are super tilted and they're not like logical. EU pubs is like one of the best in the world. It's probably the best. I'm not sure if China's better, but EU is like the best, sir. For skill. See, SCA pubs is actually okay. SCA pubs were way better than NA when I last played it, but they're not as good as EU pubs. SCA pubs are actually not that bad. I think it might be the second best server. I'm not sure about Chinese server, but last time I played the Chinese server was like 5 years ago, and I felt like nobody was playing that server. That server was completely dead. But SCA pubs are actually not bad. They have a very high skilled players, and they actually don't. It's not that toxic. Some European pubs are way more toxic than SCAs at times. Pretty similar in toxicity. But NA pubs is just like a bunch of ruiners. I mean, actually, I don't remember. I don't know if that's true anymore. But what I remember is like people telling me that it's like just a bunch of crybabies, and you're just. And there's daycare in European pubs as well. Don't get me wrong. But like, there's way more in NA, and like people are just. Yeah. They just kind of ruin the game whenever they feel like it. And European pubs is one of the pubs. I mean, one of the servers with the most like up to date with meta. Like they look at most of the players here look at pro games. They copy the pro builds. They copy the pro picks. Yeah, most teams copy the strongest teams, right? And the most strongest teams are Europeans. I mean, I'm not sure about China, but like most of the strongest teams are in Europe. I mean, sometimes round draft might have like a different meta because a lot of the heroes that are supposed to counter, like for example, TB might not be in the pool. Then you just first pick TB and like, whoa, there's no counters for this hero. Like, how do I play? No, I don't think round draft is good, guys. I think it's bad. Because those are a game of rock paper scissors, right? So. The problem with a game like rock, paper, scissors, it's like you remove the rock. Now, scissors are OP, you know? You just choose scissors every game. Like, every game is just scissors. And imagine, like, whoever picked scissors first got the scissor. So everyone just kept spamming scissor because they need to get it fast. It doesn't mean that scissors mean every game. I mean, they don't win every game, but they win the majority of the game. It's not only that. Yes, it definitely makes you lose more. It's also just that you're unfocused because no matter what, like you're thinking about it, there's people watching you while you're playing, and you're trying to entertain them, right? Like I'm trying to say things that I'm not usually saying. I'm thinking about things that I'm not usually thinking because I want to be more entertaining. Like I generally joke a lot like about I'm doing this for content, but honestly, sometimes it is true. I would never make that move if I wasn't streaming. Yeah, I mean, it's like sometimes you make like weird, like low percentage moves when you're streaming, just because it would be cool if it worked, and then, like it would be PogChamp if it worked. But there's no way I would make that play if I was playing seriously,